Sup nerds, you guys want to see what happens when an immovable object meets an immovable object? Today we have Mother Control versus Magnavax. Ben starts off by hatching Toko, even going to Pata, and then playing TK for 4. For some reason he considers adding the Pillowmon here. And then I find out there was a Patamon in there and I'm like, why were you even considering adding the Pillow? Because he knows what I'm playing and I don't play Digimon by effects. So I hatch Mommy. And then play double Shoto, and then Ben goes a 3 from TK. Alright, so Ben promotes and admits out loud that he did not have a target when he searched, so he would have had to blind recover into it off the TK. Fortunately, he does whiff. Let's go. We take those. So he hard plays Magnamon, recovers, and then draws a card off Toko, and then my turn at 1. I promote Mommy, gain 2 memory from double Shoto. I play Kuna Matata for 2, and then Magnamon for 4, recover, and then minus 6,000 DP on the Pata, and then just tap 1 Shoto to give Mommy blocker. Ben hatches Tokomon. Evo's into Pata. I could have given my Magnamon blocker, but there's like honestly not really a point there. He swings security, which I'm like okay, and I block and just get 3 memory for free. Then he plays physical training, Scourge's top 2. I think he did that just so I didn't get extra memory from the Shotos. He adds the Pillowmon. My turn at 2. Hatch another Mommy. So I play Akuna Matata first, and then swing security for 8k. Check the Rapidmon that was blind recovered into security, so he's going to whiff on his Patamon again. Let's go, we take those. And then I just pass and tap double Shoto to give both of them blocker. I tell Ben I gave Magnamon blocker in case he unsuspends him somehow, because I can't do that in my deck. It's a good habit to get into. He promotes, and I tell Ben he does have to shuffle his security, even though we both know he doesn't have a target in there. It is a mandatory effect. Ben pops training to Evo into Rapid for 2 memory. I go to tap my Mother and then say just kidding, because obviously he can't do that. He plays Yellow Scram for 2. Evo's into Rapid for 1 memory. And then gains 3 from Overflow and 2 from Rapid X's effect from killing my Magnamon. Then he swings security. And I block. He armor purges. Activates the 1 of Awakening into Magna X. Triggers Magna X's effect. Unsuspends. Gains 3k. Gains immunity. Swing security. Triggers his effect. Unsuspends. Swings again. Survives. Now he's 18k until my end of my turn. Then he activates Physical, Scourge's top 2. Adds the Magna X. Then my turn. I promote Mommy, go to 4 from double Shoto. This is an extremely grindy matchup because Magna X, while I can deal with it with my aces, it's not easy for me to deal with because I'm not playing like premium DP reduction. So I just play Seraphi for 7, recover, and then tap double Shoto to give double Mommy blocker. He hatches Toko. Evo's into Pata. At this point, Ben knows my list. He's seen the deck profile on the channel, so he knows I play Shadow. So if he swings, he could potentially just get shadowed and just get blown out. At some point, he's going to be forced to play into it, though, if he doesn't out the Seraphi. He goes into Rapid and Raising for 4, chokes me to 1. I hatch another Mommy, and then gain 2 memory from double Shoto. At this point, Ben is just talking about how bad this matchup seems because he doesn't really feel like he can do anything. And I would agree, it's going to be a pretty rough matchup for him. I think if his list were playing Angel Woolmon, it would be slightly better, but still not in his favor. I play Shoto for 3, and then just hard pass, and then tap triple Shoto to give all 3 blocker. I'm not in really a rush. I normally don't try to deck people out, but I also haven't seen a Medieval Gallantmon yet. And that's one of the main ways you kill people. That and Valk Ace. But because he has Magna X, which is a blocker, can't really do that. So he promotes. Pops Physical. He goes into Magna for 1 memory. Recovers up to 6. Minus a 6k on my Seraphi. Gains 2 memory and draws 2 cards from the Patamons and Tokomons. Alright, so he Evos into Magna X for 4. Triggers his effect. Plus 3k and gains immunity until the end of my turn. So on the swing, he would be 16. So he swings with Magna for 12k. I blast into Shadow, de-evo him down to the Pata. Make sure that he knows he's supposed to be suspended. And then I block with Mother, and Shadow minuses him by 5k and he just dies immediately. Then he swings security for 16k, 1 check. I let it go through. Checks an Emperor, triggers his effect, unsuspends, gains another 3k. Activates physical, scorches top 2 again. Adds the Magnamon, my turn at 2. Promote Mother, and then gain 3 memory from Triple Shoto. So the reason why I shadowed him there is I didn't want him to just armor purge if I just blocked with a Mother and be able to evo into like another Magna X or something. So I play Emperor for 3, and unfortunately just have to hard pass, tap Triple Shoto, give all 3 mommies blocker. He hatches his last Tama, which is another Toko. Evo's in a pillow. I unfortunately haven't been able to use any of my cards to start getting draw power. This is just like a bad matchup for all my draw power cards. Besides my Taikami's, which I haven't seen. Yeah, my goal is not to deck people out, but this is a matchup where you might end up decking them out just because of the nature of the matchup, because we're basically just staring at each other for most of the game. He goes into Rapid for 4 to choke me to 1. Hatch my last mommy, and then gain 3 memory to go to 4. Miscount, there we go. Then I Edamon for 7, target his Magnex, minus 3k to the end of his turn, and at the beginning of his main phase he must attack, and then I tap Triple Shoto to give all 3 Mother's blocker. Alright, he swings, stays in raising, which is wise, and then swing security. Valk minus his board by 5k, block with a Mother, and Shadow minuses him by another 5k, so he's minus 13,000 DP from all my effects, so he just dies. No reason to armor purge, because that would just give me access to extra memory, or extra card draw from the Digimon Emperors, and then he loses 3 from Ace Overflow. Plays TK for 3, adds top card of security to hand, tucks a Rapidmon, and then taps TK to gain a memory, put me to 2. Alright, I promote the last Mother. At this point I can finally start getting in there. Swing with the Valk, survive the first check, trigger his effect, gain a second security check. And then hard pass and tap Triple Shoto to give 3 Mother's blocker. And at this point he triggers his Scramble. I don't really ever want to swing with my Shadow in this situation. One, there's 8 memory right there if he just dies with security check, but also there's not really a reason. He's better as a standing Digimon on my opponent's turn. But Valk and Medieval they're getting in their cards. If they survive on my turn, I swing every single time, basically. Alright, so Ben top decks Magnamon and plays Patamon. I tap double Akuna Matata to draw 2 cards. And draws for turn, promotes. Triggers Patamon's effect. Evo's another Rapid he tucked in there. Draws from the Evo, shuffles security. Tucks a Rapid X. And then draws a card from Toko, gains a memory from Pata, gains a memory from TK to go to 5. Suspends my Shadow, and then minuses 5k to both, and then I trigger Valk's effect. I attempt to pop the Rapid he just evoed into. In hindsight, I was debating on this. I probably should have popped the Rapid that can actually swing, since it wasn't played this turn, but I don't think it ultimately matters too much. It pops the physical. Evos into Magnamon for 1 memory. There we go. Recovers. Minuses my Shadow by another 5, so now it's 2,000 DP, and the Valk is 7,000. Activates Emissary of Hope. Evos into Rapid X. Ben mistakenly moves the memory again here. This is actually our first chat. He shouldn't actually pay for this Evo at all. I didn't catch it, and obviously neither did Ben. So he draws for Evo, and then recovers off Emissary. And then Rapid X's effect. Ultimately, it's not going to matter that he paid for it, because he gets maxed out from the Ace Overflow anyway. Because his Shadow dies, he immediately gains 8 memory, so he maxes out to 10. And now Valk is 3,000 DP. He activates Scramble for 2. Evos into Rapid for 1 memory. Kills my Valk and gets maxed out again. Scramble is going to go back to the battle area in just a moment. He realizes it later that he shouldn't put it in the trash. There we go. Swing security 12k, 1 check. I do block with a Mother. He armor purges. I already know what's coming. Evo's into Magnex for 4. Unsuspends, gains 3k, gains immunity. Swing security 16k. I block with Mother. just to keep him from potentially unsuspending and checking another security. Unfortunately, he does have another TKs for 4. Adds yellow scramble to hand, recovers, shuffles, and then triggers Magnex's effect, gains 3k and suspends, and he swings over the mother this time, which I'm fine with. Activates Yellow Min Boost, Scourges top 4. Those are his last 4 cards in his deck. Adds the Rapid X and top decks the rest. And then my turn. So start of turn, I gain 2 memory from double Kuna Matata, and then start of main phase, gain 3 memory from triple Shoto. So I play tie for 4. I suspend my mother and Rapidmon to play Medieval Gallant for 7 memory. Trigger his effect to attempt to pop the Rapidmon. Ben decides not to Armor Purge here, which I was actually kind of surprised about, and he just lets it die. And because he does that, I tap double Emperor to draw 2 cards. Why not? And then I'm thinking here if I want to Vortex into his Magna X and then Alliance with Mother to get over it. But I realize that gives him access to Magna X on his turn to where he can double swing and also gain immunity when he Evos into it. So it's actually more beneficial for me to let it stay a Magna X on the beginning of his turn. So I decide to not Vortex and tap triple Shoto, give all 3 of them blocker, whatever. His turn at 5. So he draws. There we go, everything on spins. He swings security, 13k. I Paladin mode, strip all of his sources, gain 3 from Ace Overflow immediately, and then I bot deck my trash, since obviously I don't want him to not deck out. And then I block it with Mother, and he dies, and then Ben scoops here. He's just going to deck out. He has no win condition here. So we do take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in my mommy controlled deck profile, link for that would be in the pinned comment below. And if you're interested in early access to videos as well as other channel perks, consider becoming a channel member. The join button will be their subscribe button used to be if you're already subbed. Alright, so Ben chooses to go first for game 2. Hatches Toko. Eva's in a Pata. Plays TK for 4. This looks very familiar. Adds Rapid X, recovers and shuffles. I hatch my mommy, play TK for 4, and play Emperor for 3. So I'm pretty sure Ben knows he's going to whiff on his pad unless he blind recovered into a level 4. So he chooses not to promote, plays Yellow Min Boost, Scourges top 4, adds BT8 Rapidmon, bot decks the rest. Then Evos into Rapidmon for 4. I promote Mother. Play another tie for 4. And just hard pass. I don't really want to give him 7 memory for no reason. He promotes. Pops a Min Boost. Goes to 5. Evos into Rapid X for 4 memory. Swing security, 12k. Armor Purges. Activates Emissary of Hope for 1. Evo's into Rapid X, draws for Evo, shuffle security, and then recovers. And then gains memory from Patamon and draws 1 from Toko. Then he plays Pillamon for 3, and then I go to 3 from tie. So I hatch Mommy. And I Edamon his Rapidmon, minus it by 3k, start of his main phase, he must attack. He hatches Toko, swings with Rapid. I blast into Shadow, Devo him by 2 stages, block, and then tap double tie to gain 4000 DP, draw 2 cards, and then minus 5k on his pillow from Seraphi's effect. Blowout, and Evo's into Patamon and Raising. Plays Physical, Scourges top 2. Adds Scramble. Activates Scramble. And then Evo's into Rapidmon for 4 memory and Raising. And I promote Mommy. I play Magnamon, recover 1, and then play Shoto for 3, tap Shoto, give 1 of the Mother's blocker. And he considers scrambling. So he top decks Rapid X and plays Patamon. Then he promotes, triggers Patamon. Evo's into Rapidmon, draws for Evo, shuffle security. Bottom security is the Rapidmon. Gains 2 memory from double Patamon, draws 1 from Toko. And while he was doing that, I realized that my Emperor was on the field when I killed his Pillowmon and his Patamon, and I didn't tap it to draw, and I was like, oh well. Pops Physical, evos into Magnamon for 1, recovers to 6, and then he gets to minus 6k DP on something. Minus a 6 on the Shadow, so now it's just 6k. Hard plays Pata. Activates Emissary. Evos into Rapidmon, draws from Evo, shuffle security. Then recovers off Emissary. Gains memory from the Patamon Inheritable. And then just only suspends 1 because he only has 1 Tamer. Suspends my Shadow, minuses by another 5k, so now he's just 1000 DP. Activates Scramble. Evo's into Magnamon. Draws for Evo. He doesn't get to recover, but he does get to minus 6k. Kills the Shadow, and then I lose 4 memory from Ace Overflow. Activates Scramble for 2. Evo's into Rapid X for 0 memory. Draws for Evo. Suspends my Magnamon, minuses it by 4k. And also, he didn't trash his Scramble that's in the battle area right now at the beginning of his turn to obviously use it, but he'll catch this in just a moment. Evo's into Magna X for 4, gains 3k, gains immunity. And then at this point, he's like, oh wait, I have way too many of these Scrambles on the field. Yep, so he puts it in trash correctly. I hatch my mother, and then I go to 4 from the Shoto. Evo and a Seraphie for 3, recover up to 6. I bounce the Rapidmon back to his hand because I'd rather that be in his hand than the Rapid X. Although he has 2 Scrambles on the field, so it ultimately doesn't matter. Then I play Shine Burst for 8 memory, uses effect, play Emperor for free, and then minus the Rapid X by 25,000 DP. Then he loses 3 memory from Ace Overflow. I tap Shoto to give one of the Mother's Blocker, and he hatches Tokomon. His turn at 4. Evo's into Pillow, and he scoops. He doesn't really have a win condition here, so we do take the match 2-0, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.